Welcome back to A Certain Point of View, everyone. My name is Jake Berlin. That is Brian Adlacino. And yes, we are here to do a reaction to the brand new singles match between Jeannine the Machine and Mark Yodi Reilly. Usual suspects versus the Finstock Exchange. First showing for Usual Suspects, I believe, in the season so far?
No.
If I'm not mistaken?
No. No, is it? I'm gonna look now.
Who did he draft first?
He drafted Andrew Guy and
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Guy, yeah. Okay. Guy was the first official viewing. You are correct. New York seems like so long ago. So long ago. Okay, we have a little pregame with Shannon Barney here. Let's go and watch this.
I'm well.
Good. I actually wanted to talk to you about something. I've been thinking a lot about this whole plan to kind of bury Dewberry. You've been bullying him and making him feel bad about breaking up the Wild Berries, acting like you're just a better competitor than him.
What does he have in his hand that's really bothering?
Really?
I think it's his cue.
Of course, we're going to go with this plan. I mean, I came up with it. But here's what I need you to do. I need you to be meaner. I need you to go harder on him. I need you to make him cry, make him sad, destroy him from the inside out. Because I'm going to be over here playing good cop while you're over there playing bad cop. And while I'm up there saying, oh, you know, it's fine. We're on the same team. We both know better. No, we're not. Can you do that for me?
It's not going to be difficult. I don't like him.
Great. Come on.
What the? Alrighty then. But yeah, so second viewing for Usual Suspects.
Yes.
And not the first viewing for Finstock Exchange, obviously.
No.
But first one for a while with Yodi and Jeannine the Machine with Sam Levine in her corner. It could be a big deal.
Yeah. Usual Suspects, we know they already have points from Andrew Guy's singles match.
Ooh, Emma Fife on the desk.
There we go.
Nice.
But yeah, this is gonna be
this is the one that we agree on. This is the one we agree on. We think that Jeannine will win this title, or not this title, this match. I don't know why I always go to a title match. I don't know why I keep doing that.
excitement of the belt.
Just seeing it. Yeah, I mean, next week's the title match. So, but yeah, so we both picked Jeannine, and that was on this last week's episode of A Certain Point of View, and we're sticking with it. And she was actually the favorite in our poll we did on Twitter. We had a handful of people able to vote on that. Thank you. And she came on top over Yodi in that one. But a lot
ahead too.
Yeah, it was like a 70-30 voting, and there weren't a lot of votes, but it's still very telling. Yodi's not someone to count on. I mean, obviously he's a two-time champ. He's with the Finstock Exchange. He was the first ever champion in the league, and he's Mark Reilly.
Yeah, To sleep on him is stupid.
Yes.
Like to think like, oh yeah, he's good. No, he's not good. He's really good.
He's great.
But
he's great.
Jeannine is also really good, and I think she's gonna have a year.
I think that she's kind of been slowly working her way up the last couple years, with Sam in her corner. And then players like Andrew Guy and Drew McWeeny backing her as well. I do think that this is probably the year that she makes the most ruckus in the league for sure.
Yeah. I mean, Jay Washington, great manager.
Brought her in the league, kind of like headed all that, but yeah.
Yeah. A little bit more fun, I feel like. Not going to happen from Sam Levine. He's going to know when to have fun and when to take it serious. And I think he's, with her, coming for blood.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Just before we get going, before the promos and everything, a little bit of background on how we do it here. Round by round, we go first round whiteboards, just like they do, same old points wise. Second round, we flip a coin to see who we want to go with as far as categories. So say Brian wins the coin toss, he gets to pick which competitor he wants to play with. Same thing for the third round as well. But at that point, we can actually wait to hear the numbers. Maybe we hear a favorite number or a number that we don't like, and we go that direction. Points work a little bit differently because in the rounds, some of these players answer them very quickly. If we don't answer it in time, the points just aren't there. We can't get them. But say Brian answers a question. by shouting it out, but that person goes to a multiple choice, we're still going to be giving ourselves 2 points. And so, as I always mention, we're going to be walking you through it as we go along, kind of discussing it and talking about it in a very laid-back, fun style. And so, hopefully it's not too confusing, but until then, we're going to fast forward here for a quick second and get to the promos by the competitors.
You idiots.
Well,
You want to spit out?
I did. I love seeing them. I love seeing them.
And allowed me to
We were there.
from the
Yep. That place went nuts. Yep. I don't know how she went third round. I really don't.
I don't either.
Somebody who I've had my eye.
Someone made a huge mistake by leaving her there.
It is a crime. It is a crime.
No, someone, every other
Oh,
team.
that's true. That's true.
Crime is the usual suspect's blessing.
Stock 5, whatever they're calling themselves. I mean, Reilly does deserve some respect, but I mean, I gotta put him down today.
New year.
Oh my god.
Still petty.
Reilly.
Drew Guy, McWeedy, we got Bateman and Reilly walking off here.
I'm pissed. What can I say? I don't like this. I don't like losing. If anybody wants to check stats here, Merle, Bateman, Reilly, Roca, or should I say Roca, Merle. Every one of those guys has helped get before. I mean, saw them numerous times. Right? We're the best faction that ever was created, and that ever will be created. And the new Mark Reilly is coming for that belt again.
He deserved respect a few years ago, maybe, but the Reilly you're playing today, this guy's a has-been.
I mean, I was being kind.
No, I'm not going to be kind. 'Cause I'm your manager. I mean, look, it's just the way it is. Reilly, you're done. Andrew Guy.
I miss him in the league so
suspects
much.
In New York, took down Robert Meyer Burnett, and you were going to be representing the suspects today. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm gonna take down another champ for our faction. So, I mean, let's do it. Let's do the
She's
damn
such a
thing.
boss,
Yeah.
man.
No one whose corner I would rather be in, cheering on, watching kick all the ass in you, Jeannine the Machine. Season 7, the new era?
Belongs to her. Jeannine the Machine is one of the top tier players out there. She's beatable, and I got something to prove.
Nope.
That's right, I do. You're going to be in for something new, something exciting. Reilly's coming in hot.
Oh man.
I just look.
I forgot she went third
Yeah.
round.
Well, she
which
went
is-
and think of Sam's first 3 picks. It went Drew McWeeny and Andrew Guy together, obviously, but Drew McWeeny, Andrew Guy, then Jeannine. Like, what outside of the Horsemen, which clearly out of all of them, you get 4 Mount Rushmore type players. But I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy that she went third.
Yeah, that's wild. Wild. I forgot she went third.
So look, we're gonna hopefully the match is competitive. I don't want to see like a blowout by either one of them. I hope it comes down to the wire. I think that like if Yodi wins, I'm not gonna care, but I definitely think that this is gonna be Jeannine's year. She's been there, she's had the experience. Now it's kind of time to like really just put the foot on the pedal and just let it all go. And with Sam in her corner, Sam's obviously taking a liking to being a manager and playing that role, and if he plays that kind of card for her this season, she could do really big things.
Yeah, completely agree. I think it is kind of slightly important that she wins because that's still more points for the Finstock Exchange.
Yes.
And they are getting a lot of points coming up.
They are.
So it keeps them in check.
Yes.
So
all right, let's get to our introductions here.
First, with a record of 3 wins, 5 defeats, representing the usual suspects, led to the ring by her manager Sam Levine, it's Jeannine the Machine!
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
They're watching the Outlaw documentary. They were surprised to find out that Jeannine's last
dang.
That's
She's gonna come
awesome.
up. She's gonna wreck.
You just think she could be sometimes all the correct answers, walking right up to the camera.
I'm super bummed that Emma's not a manager, but I do like her on the desk.
Yeah, me too.
I am here to stay.
I would have loved to have seen the 5 Club back, but
Maybe.
We're not really
The name
sure.
implies possibly, but I think that she is a woman and she is ready to do some damage today.
I'll meet you in the middle and say humanoid, possible cyborg, possible person.
Okay.
And her opponent, with a record of 10 wins, 7 defeats, representing the Finstock Exchange, led to the ring by his manager, Bobby Gucci. It's Mark Yodi Reilly. Okay, that's Tom.
Every time.
That's the bar.
Every time. Merle there as well.
That's a new jacket.
And he's got the glasses and not the shades.
Oh.
Look at Cody.
He opened the window.
Wow, new Yodi.
Ooh.
Gone from Clark Kent to Superman.
Oh, that's the glass.
Yeah, the
The
glasses.
jacket is slick.
That's pretty cool.
Nope, and then on go the sunglasses.
Oh, there we
I
go.
thought we'd outlawed those this season. I thought
I tried to make a rule.
no more
on
sunglasses
stage.
inside.
I had the power of the main room flowing through
Yup.
the award ceremony.
Yeah, clearly didn't come through.
Everybody's wearing sunglasses. A nice, classy handshake between Sam Levine and Gucci.
Yep.
There is Mark Reilly, and a nice handshake between the competitors as well.
Look at this jacket. Oh, yeah.
Dagnino said something like
Did, but he doesn't really open his mouth when he speaks, so it was
Bobby Gucci
difficult
hit
to
my car on
understand.
the way into the show today.
That
We're
shocks
apologizing about that.
me
We
not
did
at all.
file an insurance claim, just so you know.
Like, he has.
Yeah. I'm going to say that Sam is telling a lie because there's no way Bobby Gucci could have hit his car because Tom Dagnino, currently not owning a car,
Yeah.
and does not have a driver's
Arrived
license.
here on a unicycle. I believe.
One of those big early 1900 weightlifter unicycles. So now we have Mark Yodi Reilly seated. Is that, in fact, a new Superman jacket?
I'm sorry? It's just, my jacket.
All right.
Okay.
Matthew Kearns has another jacket to buy for the cosplays of
Yeah.
Mark Reilly in New York City later this year. Jeannine, are you feeling good and prepared, ready to go?
I am ready to go.
All right. The rules of round
She's
number
such
one.
no nonsense
In round
when she
one,
starts
Field
to
of
play.
Complaints, Getting your 8 questions from 8 different corners of movie, trivia, Schmoedown, know-how.
Love it.
Bless you. Each question.
She's intimidating.
1
Just
point. There's no penalty for missing a question.
Everybody should be scared of her. They really should be. And the fact that she also went in the third round adds a
Fuel to the
bigger
fire.
well, it adds a bigger chip on her shoulder.
Yeah.
Every time she plays someone, no matter who it is, she's gonna look at herself as the underdog because of that.
Yeah.
And that can be really bad for the rest of the league.
Yeah, I mean, if you some of the most dangerous people are chip on their shoulders, and she was dangerous before that even happened.
Yes.
So that makes her twice as
Mark Reilly,
dangerous.
do you understand the rules as I have read them here today?
I understand.
And Jeannine, do you understand the rules as I have just read them with no teleprompter whatsoever?
It computes.
Then let's get ready to
She got she got him in his joke.
Here we go. Kicking off in round number 1. Your first question. It's going to be in the world of action-adventure. Action-adventure films and the question. Who plays a
down.
train hijacker called Ryder in 2009's The Taking of Pelham?
Oh man.
Never sure if you say 1, 2, 3 or
120. I think it's 1, 2, 3.
12,
Well,
3.
it's also like a convenient sort of
know this is-
nomenclature numbering
Yeah,
of
why
the
the
train.
big words?
I don't know. It just I like to show off that I've read the
3.
dictionary.
I'm thinking of Unstoppable. That's what I'm thinking of.
One
I'm not
pens
thinking of.
down.
No.
Mark Reilly, your answer.
John Leguizamo?
That is incorrect. Does Jeannine have it?
Ethan Hawke.
Looking for John Travolta.
Oh, okay. Now, yeah, okay.
No perfect round.
See, I blocked out everything
to
Travolta
happen
past
today,
like
but that's okay. We're just
Grease.
sitting now to
Yeah, pretty much.
no, like Face Off.
Question number
Some
2
good
in the
some good things
category
I
past
didn't mind
that.
him in
one.
Punisher.
rom-coms, romantic comedies.
There you go. Punisher's a good one actually.
What
Yeah.
2018 romantic comedy stars Constance Wu, Henry Golding, and Aquafina? Who's not a water bottle. It's Aquafina's a person.
I like her show on Comedy Central.
Oh, Nora from Queens.
Very, very funny. Yeah.
She's good. She's talented. That Nora from
I'm a big
Queens.
fan. 5.
God, this was this
4,
long ago.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. Jeannine.
Crazy Rich Asians.
It is Crazy Rich Asians. Does Mark Reilly have it?
No, I didn't have it.
He does not have it.
Oh, there you go.
So Mark Reilly still shaking that rust off from last season. And we go to your third question, round number 1, dramas. And your question. Who stars as the pacifist Desmond Doss in 2016's Hacksaw Ridge?
Hacksaw Ridge just made me think. Did you ever read the book Hatchet? It's like.
Do you think I read the book Hatchet?
No, probably.
I read Maniac McGee.
Okay.
I read Where the Red Fern Grows.
Yeah.
5, 4. Jonathan Livingston Seagull. 3,
Yep.
2, 1. Hands down, and that's it. Mark Reilly.
Andrew Garfield.
That is correct, and Mark Reilly's on the board. Jeannine the Machine.
Help him get one more. Andrew Garfield.
Okay.
Love that
2 to 1.
Mm-hmm. Movie's incredible. Both Gio and Jacob gave it either a 5 or a 10 when it came out.
Who composed the score for Up?
Oh.
Saddest children's movies of all time.
I'm taking a guess here.
That's the one thing I don't know.
Them the movie
Unless it's John Williams, I don't know
Minus the
who it
first 5
is.
minutes.
Dear
Yeah.
God. 5, 4. I'd rather read Hatchet. 3, 2,
Taking a guess.
1. Pens down, Jeannine.
Michael Giacchino.
Yes.
It is Michael Giacchino.
Yes.
Dang.
Michael Giacchino.
He likes his scores and soundtracks.
He does. He knows his scores and soundtracks.
He does a lot of Pixar
proves
stuff.
that here today.
Your next category is in the world of fantasy sci-fi. Fantasy science fiction. The question: Hugh Jackman and Sigourney Weaver were directed by Neil Blomkamp in what 2015 sci-fi movie? I think it's actually more like Blomkamp.
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 South
It's one of the worst movies ever
I
made.
really like that guy as a director.
I do too.
I think. Where's the next one?
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Sorry if I offended
1.
you.
Pens down. Going to Mark Reilly first.
Chappie.
It is Chappie.
Oh,
Yeah.
God. I wiped that
We are
movie
tied.
from my mind.
Great.
All right. Question number 6 in the category of comedies. There it is. I was waiting for it, and it happened. Which SNL actress co-starred with Mila Kunis in The Spy Who Dumped Me?
Oh my God, but why am I drawing?
I think that'd be
I love
like
her.
Kind of like a living hell dating a spy, right?
I would be
Let's
pretty
take it in front of
terrible.
this.
I think this is the thing,
Everything
is you
just
want open
goes away.
communication in a relationship. Like
Their
that's
job.
This movie is
But
surprisingly
literally, my
awesome.
job is to lie. I also think it's like
Surprisingly
communication,
awesome.
Which is not a word.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What's the
Nomenclatured
last thing?
yourself out of that one.
Repeat the question.
Oh, thank
do
you.
that.
Okay, category of comedies. Which SNL actress co-starred with Mila Kunis in The Spy Who Dumped Me?
You know, on the positive side of the dating a spy lecture,
Yes.
they're on the road a lot, so you get a lot of time to yourself, which
I
know
mean
is
that.
important
Listen,
to me.
I get that. That is a positive.
I need my isolation.
Yeah. But
This is why I can't
I
do
enjoy my
this.
time with you on the desk.
I know it, and then it's just gone.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Going to Jeannine first.
Kate McKinnon.
It is
I knew it was
Kate.
Kate. I could not think of her last
Mark
name.
Reilly.
Hey,
Maybe more of a defensive struggle than we thought it would be here in round number 1 as we move to your penultimate question in round number 1. This is question 7 in the world of horror/thriller. And the question is, who played Norman Bates in Psycho 2 and Psycho 3?
This is the stuff that will get me.
Psycho is one of those ones that, you know, I don't know if I really needed sequels.
We'll be
to
asking for a
Psycho.
sequel.
Yeah.
Unlike the Jaws movie.
I wish I just had
love
names to just like randomly throw out there too.
4,
Just gold.
2, 1. Pens down. Going to you first, Mark Reilly.
Anthony Perkins.
It is
I
Anthony
wouldn't have-
Perkins.
I
So
wouldn't have
Jeannine
pulled
have
that.
it.
Anthony Perkins.
Yes, she does.
Tried to mislead him there by not
Kinda.
including the first Psycho film.
You
But
writers.
turns out Reilly and Jeannine smarter than the writers think.
Rascals.
Maybe, I don't know. Moving on to your final question in round number 1. Category is 80s movies. Which actor plays Willie Mays Hayes in Major League?
Oh my God! Why am I blanking on his name?
Sometimes Christian Harloff. Stop.
Ah, there we go.
If Christian Harloff was the person writing the
I haven't
question,
seen this movie.
it would mostly be
What?
Major
Go
League.
You've
back and
never
watch
seen
these
Major
movies.
League? Are you kidding me?
There's a whole category that's just
You don't deserve to have any baseball shirt ever if you've never seen Major League.
Wesley Snipes.
That's a
Yes, she did.
disgrace.
Mark Reilly.
Wesley Snipes.
All right.
That's a disgrace.
So both competitors kicking it into gear late.
I cannot believe that's
You
terrible.
literally knew
That is terrible. Every time I hear it, I just remember how terrible that is. Good Lord.
Category that they're both comfortable with.
Oh,
Maybe maybe I should be challenged to it.
Absolutely. I mean,
Now that I know that you haven't seen it, I'm gonna have to lock it in. That way, I can challenge you to it. Okay, after round 1, it is 5-6, Jeannine, and here it is 6-2, me. Well, I'm keeping up, which is cool.
Breaking in that new Superman jacket.
But then if they land on a cat,
cool.
if this is a cat, yeah, I mean, look, I'm keeping up. I'm keeping up with these two. I mean, but this is where it gets crazy. Like, look, dance, horror, Spike Lee movies, a couple that are gonna absolutely destroy me.
Yeah, me too.
We'll see what happens, but this is where the fun gets in. So why don't you go and flip the coin, sir? I will go with heads this
So
time.
if the competitor spins and keeps the 2010 wedge, we're going to say
Hey!
thank you for all your
Oh, man.
as it stands, whatever slice
Just say it. I know who you're picking.
4 questions from that corner.
Do you?
Yeah.
Schmoedown know how each question's worth 2 points. If you're not sure the answer, ask us for multiple choice.
I'll go with Yodi.
I'll go.
Is that who you thought I was gonna go with?
No.
Yeah. I'll go with Yodi because
His strengths are not mine.
well, romantic comedies with Jeannine is not mine. So I'm gonna go with Mark Reilly and see what happens.
Would you like to spin first?
Risking it to
or
take the
defer
biscuit.
To your jacketed opponent.
I will go first.
Jannine's gonna go ahead and give that a spin.
I didn't mention it up top, but we do steal here as well. So if that happens,
Spinning and trying to get
give me
that big lead.
2010s.
The scoreboard intimidation factor. Is
Give
it
me
real?
2010s.
The scoreboard intimidation factor is very real. I know for myself, the few times that I have played, I did like to go first because
yeah, there's not a whole lot on there that makes me.
Give me 2010.
That
makes me too confident.
I mean, this desk.
That's not-
No, God,
I
no.
like this
No, 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 no,
She
no,
might.
no, no.
She
I
might
know
take
she
it.
might.
She might take it.
No, 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 no. No, spin again.
Winslet movies.
Spin again.
And
For
she's
my
done
own
a
sake.
broad
Oh, thank you, God. Go for
range of
animated,
And
too.
this
I'll
is gonna
take
be a spin
animated.
again, so-
Yeah.
Ooh,
All right.
spy movies.
You know, but I will
Spy
say, I'll go on
movies.
record and say this: if it comes around and it is Kate Winslet again, I
Yeah,
think
but
Jannine's going to bat an eye. I think she'll be
what's,
just like
Yeah,
the
I think she'll be
category.
fine.
The
with
Evil
Kate
Network
Winslet.
and
I mean,
Mission
certainly
Impossible.
She's got
Syndicate.
a lot of.
DiCaprio.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Possibly, we'll see. I can dig it though. I won't know more of his.
That's not your category, that's mine.
I know. I'm just saying for stealing wise.
Oh.
And
I won't know more of his stuff in the beginning, but we'll see what happens.
I could have murdered.
So again, he can just blurt it out while I have to write for a steal.
who directed Leo DiCaprio in the film?
See, I
don't know.
multiple choice.
Danny Boyle.
That is correct.
She's too smart. This is gonna hurt
That is
me.
correct. And we move on to your next question.
Happy this isn't my
Who
category.
stars as Helen Gandy in Clint Eastwood's J. Edgar?
I don't even know what that is.
It's a character name.
No,
Is
obviously.
it A. Nicole Kidman, B. Naomi Watts, C. Sienna Miller, or D.
I'm gonna
Rachel
say
Weisz?
C.
Sienna Miller.
That is incorrect. For Steel Rider, I'm going to give you your options. Is it A. Nicole
you pick?
Kidman, B. Naomi Watts, C. Sienna Miller, or
Naomi
D. Rachel
Watts is
Weisz?
my choice.
Rachel Weisz.
Looking for Naomi Watts. Naomi Watts is the answer. So it remains 8-5. 2 more questions.
Let's get it.
Reminder to each competitor, you still have your phone a dog if you're not sure of the answer. Do you need your penultimate question in the world of Leo DiCaprio? Leonardo DiCaprio plays a character by the name of Hugh Glass in what 2015 film?
The
Inception.
Revenant.
2 points.
Oh, I was gonna write it down. Good job,
And
Jeannine.
she's into double figures and still has a question remaining.
Hated that movie.
And your final one in the world of Leo. The 2002 drama Catch Me If You Can earned 2 Oscar nominations. Which actor
Tom Hanks.
was nominated in the supporting actor category?
Tom Hanks.
That is incorrect. For a 2-point steal, I may not provide multiple choice.
I think it's the guy who plays his dad,
5,
who is
3.
Christopher Walken.
Yes.
That's a big 2-point
Yes,
steal.
yes, that's who it is.
Riley.
Oh
And I'm thinking in
man.
my head myself, Walken.
It's okay.
Walken's always great, but
It's okay.
It's a movie for like a dinner scene.
Truly,
Wow.
I guess he just
Ah,
he's in marriage with the best of them or something.
Come on, Riley.
I hope you get horror.
Come on, Riley. That's his strength. That's the problem.
Mark Yodi Riley, nice steal there. So it's
know.
10-7. Jeannine still.
Oh, that's right.
We
We want
want you to
Jeannine.
get a chance to change that at the wheel. Step up to the plate, young man.
See, I went with Reilly here, but I'm picking Jeannine to win the match.
I will.
Those leather
I hope you
jackets,
get dance
I wore a few
movies.
in my day. They
You gotta
take some
break 'em
breaking
in.
in.
Because unless it's Footloose,
Easier.
Dirty
to say than
Dancing.
leather pants.
Does La La Land
And once
La La
in
Land
my
a dance
life,
movie?
and I swore, Emma, I'm never going back.
I mean,
they had a dance scene.
They definitely
had a
dance.
dance scene.
Keeping the sweatpants. I'll take a
Man,
nice
that's a spin right there.
breaking over leather pants any day.
I want to know if she gets a
Round
plain
and
strengths.
round it goes.
What she'd go for?
Should probably go with dance because dance is a strength of hers.
Will it be the dance film phase?
Oh no!
Feeling he's probably gonna keep it.
He's talking it over with his manager. His manager who is
He is gonna
not
keep it.
wearing socks or
All right.
Good for me, bad for
Here we go.
Jeannine.
horror movies.
All right. Mark Reilly, you have spun and selected to stay with the category of horror films. So 4 questions in the category of horror. First question. Who directed the 2014
Taika Waititi.
documentary horror comedy What We Do in the
That's
Shadows?
not horror.
Taika Waititi.
Yeah, it is.
Correct for 2
I know.
points.
All right, and Riley pulls within 1. He can take the lead on
Sure
this next
does.
question.
All right. Question number 2. What film follows 4 teenage witches named Sarah, Nancy, Bonnie, and Rochelle?
The Witches?
The Craft.
That is correct for 2 points.
Never seen it.
He knows his horror films. He's taking the lead.
I got the right.
This isn't
Absolutely
good for
does. Question number
Jeannine.
3. Ash Williams was a student at what university in the Evil Dead franchise?
Go to multiple choice. Go to multiple choice. Don't do it, Reilly.
I think he knows it.
No, I don't think he does.
5,
Go to multiple choice.
3, 2.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Arizona State University, B, Ohio State,
I'm gonna
C,
say Ohio State.
Michigan State University, or D, Kentucky?
Michigan State.
That is correct for
Dang it! That's what I thought it
Big
was.
bet right
When
there.
I put Kentucky.
Also, Kentucky, just the state of Kentucky.
Just the state of
Just the
Kentucky,
state of Kentucky.
going up against Michigan State University, of course, where Christian Harloff attended school.
All right. Your final question in the category of horror. What is the name?
I've never seen Hellraiser.
The Cenobites.
That is correct for 2 points.
Wow. That sounds like the name of a fledgling movie podcast, but it is actually the correct answer
It
for the
does.
demons
It also
in
sounds
hell.
Wow, Reilly puts on a showing in round 2.
He hit his category.
He definitely did. So after round 2, we have 14-10 Riley. Here we have 9-2 in the favor of me. And so I will flip this time. Brian calls.
Jeannine was in control. Number 2,
What would you like to go with, sir?
lead. Who's going to take
Tails.
the match? Round 3 is going to determine that. The rules of round 3.
Tails it is.
Each competitor is going to give us 3 numbers. These
Per usual, rules, going to wait for the numbers.
I'm picking Jeannine.
Each number corresponds to a different
Wow.
movie trivia Schmoedown.
Change it up.
Know-how. The
Wow.
first question we ask you is worth 2
Wow,
points.
that's because she's going to get more
The
questions.
last one, 5
Oh,
points.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's why
Yeah.
you picked, yeah.
Yeah.
The strategy side
Absolutely.
Your 3 numbers first. What feels lucky on this lovely day?
7, 19, and 12.
Oh,
7,
I would've
19, and
heard my
12.
number.
2 odds, 1 even. Jeannine, what do you like?
3, 6, and 9.
3, 6,
I like when people do that.
and 9.
Like, my OCD kicks in, 3, 6, 9. God.
Keep in mind there's no stealing or multiple choice in round
oh,
3.
I guess I don't need
Jeannine,
this.
Still can phone a dog.
You can still phone a dog. Jeannine, you selected number 3 for your 2-point question, and that corresponds to new releases.
Yes. I
And
say
your
that
question
now.
for 2 points. What 2019 horror thriller
Oh.
stars Elizabeth
Oh.
Banks and was produced by James Gunn?
Oh my God! Don't say it.
2 points
Oh.
for Jeannine. Tough 2-point question.
Did you hear it?
She got it.
No, but I know which one it is.
What is it?
It's the kid that's
Brightburn.
Brightburn. That was it.
1-point lead over Mark Reilly.
God.
with the technical knockout. You selected number 6, and that corresponds to fantasy science fiction. And your question. What 80s sci-fi epic was directed by David Lynch and stars Kyle MacLachlan, Max von Sydow, Patrick Stewart, and Sting?
Star Trek. I don't know. Crap. Does she know it? No, come on.
5, 4, 3.
Repeat the question.
I can certainly do that. In the world of fantasy sci-fi, what 80s sci-fi epic was directed by David Lynch and stars Kyle MacLachlan, Max von Sydow, Patrick Stewart, and Sting?
I need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Looking for Dune.
Oh, did you know that?
Very sandy movie.
The Sting is what threw me off.
Now we
I was like, Sting.
So now we move to 9 is the number that Jeannine selected for your 5-point question.
Come
If Jeannine
on,
hits this,
Jeannine.
she's up 17-14 and forces the hand of Mark Reilly to answer 2 questions correct.
At least 2.
Or maybe 1, depending on
Meh. That's true.
Jeannine, you selected comic book movies.
Oh, that's a
for your
strength.
5-point question.
It's a strength.
And that question is, who voices Miles' father, Jefferson, in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
It's Is it Terry Crews?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Repeat.
Who
Oh,
voices
God,
Miles'
that was
father,
cheat.
Jefferson, in Spider-Man Into
I don't know
the
if they should have given that to her. It was literally after 1.
Five, 4, 3.
Repeat.
Last repeat. Here we go. Who voices Miles' father, Jefferson, in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse? Need an answer in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Guy from Atlanta.
Oh,
And you're
damn! Wow.
I was not expecting that.
Reilly!
Oh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer.
Ryan Tyree Henry.
That
That is a
he's gonna be the new
knockout.
in one of the
Mark
Eternals.
Reilly.
So look, I mean, hey, Finstock Exchange is a favorite of mine. I've been following someone like John Roca for a long time, and Mark Reilly. So I like seeing him win. But like we had talked about in the beginning, we saw Jeannine kind of taking the step forward this year.
It's all part of
It is the first match, okay? She's someone who's going to get many matches down the road in tournaments and you know teams play. But it's definitely surprising.
Yeah, I was definitely not expecting this, and I feel like hopefully this is just like, you know, one of those stories where it's like you start slow and then this lights a fire and you just fuels you and pisses you off to the point where you just go on a tear, and I can totally see her doing that.
Yeah, she's not going to be too happy. So before we cut to the post interviews, real quick, Finstock Exchange doesn't just walk away with the 1 point; they walk away with the 2 because of the TKO, which is a huge part of this. And so before next week in Atlanta, when 2 of them go head to head against each other, plus the undercard, they walk away with 2 points, and by the end of next weekend, they could be ahead by a lot of points.
Yeah, they somewhat.
What?
We might be going to a post interview here. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say they need to be stopped. Like, I mean, have they lost yet? They haven't lost yet.
No, I don't think so. They've only played. I think they've only played the 1 match so far, as far as what I know off the top of my head.
Yeah, well, I mean, at this point, it doesn't really. But at this point, it doesn't really matter because, I mean, we already know either way they're coming out of Atlanta.
No, but we're popping collars, unfortunately.
Still petting the freaking thing.
Yeah.
Every time I see you, I feel like you have less and less clothes on. You gotta be feeling pretty good though about the Finstock Exchange right now.
4-time manager year sounds pretty good right now.
Oh, here we go.
This is the new Mark Reilly here. He's got a new jacket. He's got new glasses. He's got same hair. Look, you know, we came in here. He knows his whole career is on the line here. He knows it. He's a veteran. He's a champion. He had to dig himself out of a hole from the Stacey Howard loss, and that's exactly what he did here. I mean, like I said, and I'll say it again, people are good, but we're great.
Reilly, yeah, exactly. What more can you say? No, just a mic drop. It was really good seeing you back in action today, and I know that you kind of fell into a groove once you spun horror, right?
Yeah, that was my saving grace there. Definitely had some rust on there, and that upset me that first round. There were some questions, there's some points I left on that table there, and that just gets to me right now. But this rust has been knocked off. I got a strength in horror, and then I just had to let it be one question at a time. And look at that, it pulled out. Jeannine the Machine is one of the greats here, and I know she might be kicking herself right now, but
she's not going to be very happy.
She's going to be dangerous in this league, but I got nothing but respect. I am surrounded by my boys right here. They all have gold. They all have wins. And
he's like,
a lot of y'all counted.
He's petting his thing faster now.
Maybe I'm too old. Maybe I'm over the hill. All these things. Well, guess what? Don't count me out. Rust is gone. I can't wait to continue to win.
Absolutely. You mentioned that he bounced back from that Stacey Howard loss. Was it great watching Reilly get back out there and just whoop some ass today?
Listen, the Finstock Exchange comes with it now. Every match. We understand the game more than anyone else in this league. We ride out a tough first round. We know we can alter around the second round. Reilly would have normally gotten into his head, maybe fallen apart, got a little nervous, whatever, kept it together, had that big 2-point steal, and then spun horror. You never know how the game can take care of you in that second round. You got to have faith, and he has that faith now, and I love seeing it.
Absolutely. And Dan, I'm sure you guys must be feeling a little bit nervous, though, with all this gold. It's kind of like leaving some expensive stuff in your car at this point.
He's like, where do I go? How do I get...
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, and the fact of the matter is that, I think we're pretty
It's hard work to make
guys,
himself be blocked.
People are coming after you. That's just how it goes. And I've got a tough challenge on my hands coming up. John and I have got a tough challenge. Whoever we end up playing on our hands coming up. I think that's people make fun of our veteran status. Perhaps we're a little longer in the tooth than some of these factions, but I think our advantage is we've been in these high pressure situations. We've been in situations. Mark was playing from behind after round one. I was playing from behind after round one in my last match.
Oh,
it helps to have a few losses and wins under your belt in those situations to know how to deal with them. So I think we can work that to our advantage.
And being longer in the tooth just means you can bite deeper into somebody. That's what that means. It doesn't mean we're out.
Oh, taking him to church as usual right there. Congratulations. It's so great to see the Finstock Exchange absolutely thriving right now. Like I said, you got your veterans, long in the tooth and whatnot. New talent that's on the rise here. This may be another year for Bobby Gucci, as much as it pains me to say that.
Well, when our back's against the wall, we come out swinging, like any champions do. I mean, look, the 4 best players in the league here, Roca, Reilly, Merle, Bateman, all have held championship belts before.
He had to put Roca first. He had to put Roca first.
It's funny because I feel like he's being pretended like he's not even there.
You could look for 8 miles, all right? On a clear day, I see the Schmoedown. And guess what I see? Just ourselves looking back at each other at the finish line.
And on a clear day, I just see way too much chest hair. Anyways, back to you guys.
All right, let's go and skip.
I'm not sure if standing by with Jeannine the Machine, how's she taken the defeat?
There's not a whole lot of smiles back here. Jeannine, I know that you're probably beating yourself up a lot more than we can even imagine right now, just because you are one of the most competitive players in this league right now, and a force to be reckoned with. I saw you beating yourself up backstage, kind of like you knew some of those answers, and they just couldn't come to you out there tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's been the whole thing that I'm going to have a big year this year, so there was a lot of pressure on me to do well today. And there were some that, I thought maybe I should go to multiple choice, but I'm just going to go for it and go for the 2 points, like the Tom Hanks thing. I just didn't have it today.
Spinning away from Kate Winslet, landing on Leonardo DiCaprio, it just seems like you were going to be sunk by the Titanic no matter what.
Ooh. Yeah, I prepared for some things that I
great one. That was good.
It just didn't go my way today with the wheel. But, I fought my hardest, as I always do.
What's it been like having this guy in your corner over here?
Oh, he's great. Been in constant contact since the draft, so I've had that support, really helping me study and really hone in on my weaknesses, and I'm only going to get stronger, so...
Sam, was there stuff out there that you saw today that you guys think that you can move forward and learn from? I mean, how are you feeling after watching Jeannine's match?
Everything I saw today only makes me more proud than I was before. I mean, what she did in round 1, to finish round 1 with a lead against a giant like Mark Reilly, I am confident that if she were to play an Iron Man match against him, she's going to walk away the winner, because that's the true test of knowledge. What happened today was she was a victim of bad luck. She didn't have a great spin on the wheel. He had a perfect spin on the wheel, landed on his strength. She got unlucky with her numbers, and we both know her favorite David Lynch movie is Eraserhead. So if they asked questions about that, she'd have been fine. But it was just bad luck. But I know that she has the knowledge. I know that she's got the skill. And I know how much she puts into this game. And here's the thing. She's not just a great player. She's also a beloved player. I know the fans love Jeannine the Machine like I love Jeannine the Machine. And I know that this loss is maybe making them think, oh, we're not going to see her soon. But they are going to see her again soon. The fans have to tell this league they want to see Jeannine in more matches. And I'm telling the fans, tell the league, you want to see this woman in more matches like I want to see her in more matches, because she deserves more matches. She got unlucky today, but she has the skill and the talent.
Dangerous 3-6 record,
Iron
that's
Man
for sure.
Compliment. Honestly, coming from you is really, really high praise. Does that mean that you are really expecting to see a great performance from Jeannine when maybe free-for-all rolls around?
You bet your bottom. I'm expecting to see a great performance when the free-for-all rolls around.
Jeannine, the minute you believe in yourself as much as these guys believe in you, you're going to be unstoppable.
Thank you.
More girl power right here.
Text and messages
Always.
from my whole faction today wishing me well, so I'm in the right place.
Absolutely are. Back to you guys.
So real quick, what Sam was, I wanted to mention something. What Sam was mentioning right there
Take a shot, but you
is
still
telling the fans that we want to see her more. Sean Sullivan, might have to reach out to him and get him on the show. Harloff said that if you lose because of how many players there are and how many matches that need to be scheduled, it's very hard to get more matches. You essentially have to win to be able to compete for the whole year. And with Jeannine losing today, unless there's some crazy thing that happens, there's a chance we might not see her for a while outside of the free-for-all, which is obviously a bummer and something new compared to years past. And if people online go crazy and they ask for, he'll schedule a match, obviously, but I'm on his side here with how many players there are. If you lose, that's going to weaken your chance of more play, and rightfully, I think that's how it probably should be.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. It's a bummer. Like I said, she has the most dangerous 3-6 record probably of anyone. Her losing record does not reflect how good she is. So absolutely would I be someone to petition for her to get more matches, even though she lost today. But I do understand where they're coming from in the sense of you lose, it's going to be a little bit more challenging for you to have a match.
Yeah, and to touch on the Finstock Exchange, this match obviously was shot before all the drama has gone down with the faction. If you pay attention to Schmoedown on the daily, you understand what I'm talking about as far as who's managing who in Atlanta and, the inside conversations that are kind of going on there. Officially, it's Tom Dagnino is going to be managing Bateman and Rocco will be managing Merle, but there was an entire lead up to that, which took place after this match was recorded. And so no matter how cordial they sounded here on camera, it's definitely different behind the scenes. And I know people have been talking about this for a while now, but I do believe that at some point, John Roca and Dan Merle will not be a part of the exchange by the end of 2020.
I've been saying since go check the first episode that they're not that faction will not be the same.
Too many alphas.
Yep. Too many alphas and too many egos, which is, that's dangerous for a team.
And with Tom Dagnino at the helm, it obviously turned into a little bit of a wild card situation. And if say whoever loses in Atlanta, there's definitely a chance that one of them could potentially be traded for a power pack on the return. If the Founding Fathers lose the title at any point, that's where you'll really start to see the faction kind of start to go its separate ways and see what happens. If you watch SEN, you know that Roxy has kind of been putting fuel to the fire a little bit about getting for Roca and wanting Roca on her team a little bit, and that she would love to have him. Obviously, anyway, would love to have Merle, but until that happens, we're looking at it as this is the Finstock Exchange. This is the usual suspects, and until anything kind of crazy goes down, that's how we're going to have an eye on it. So, but for now, that is our reaction, guys, to Mark Reilly versus Jeannine the Machine. Reilly walks away with the victory this time.
TKO.
Walking away with the 2 points for his faction, and more than likely shooting Finstock Exchange up on the top of the charts. Make sure you guys check out A Certain Point of View, our weekly podcast. We'll be breaking down this match as well as the Cuckoo's Mess versus the Real Rejects, which happened 2 days ago. And then we'll break down the points and some things upcoming as well for next week. We just saw the Sean Sullivan Star Wars match, and we'll be breaking that down. And like I said, maybe I'll reach out to him, see if he wants to be on the show. And so, again, thank you guys for joining us on this reaction. That is Brian. I am Jake. You can find us on Twitter, YouTube, and our weekly shows up on all audio podcast platforms. Again, thank you for joining us, and we'll see you guys next time.